Hello students, today we are going to discuss various types of queuing models. In previous lecture we have discussed what is queue, how queue forms and different types of elements of queue. Now let's discuss queuing models. On the base of Kendall's notation, queuing models are classified in different six types. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. On the base of six different parameters, Q is classified. Six different parameters are say P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. These are the six different parameters. Each parameter represent a different type. Let's see. P is equal to arrival rate of the customer. So P represents arrival rate of the customer. P represents arrival rate of the customer. Q represents service rate of the customer. At what rate customer is being served? Service rate of the customer. R represents number of servers. In many cases, number of servers are more. Sometimes it is one. Number of servers. Let's say, for example, in a bank, if there is only one cash counter, we can say number of servers for receiving the cash is one. But if there are more, we can say there are the more number of servers. So it is either one or multiple. X represents discipline of the queue. So that earlier we have discussed that there is a various discipline of the queue. It means how customer is served, which sequence customer is being served. Say for example, first come, first serve. It is also known as a general discipline. Then last come, first serve. Then random discipline, like that. Y means maximum number of customers permitted in the system. See, it might be infinite or finite. Say, for any interview, if 100 candidates are called, then the maximum number of customers permitted in the system is 100. Sometimes it is infinite. Say, number of vehicles coming on the toll booth. So it is infinite, like that. Z means size of the calling source. Size of the calling source. Similar to Y, Z might be infinite or finite. So if I am calling for an interview final year mechanical students, so the number of students who are in the final year of mechanical engineering, this becomes the size of the calling source. But if I am calling any graduate student for the interview, then the size of the calling source becomes infinite. So on the base of these six parameters, PQR and XYZ, Kendall has classified the queuing models in six different types. Let's see the first type. First type is represented is like that: MM1, GD, infinite. It means M stands for Poisson distribution. So P is equal to arrival rate. Arrival rate follow Poisson distribution. So here you can say that for model 1, M is equal to Poisson distribution. So arrival rate follow Poisson distribution. Second term stands for service rate. So service rate also follow the Poisson distribution. Poisson distribution. 1 stands for R. R is number of servers. So the number of servers in the system is 1. The number of servers is equal to 1. X stands for group discipline. Here the group discipline is general discipline. So it is first come, first serve. Y stands for maximum number of customers permitted in the system, that is infinite. So Y is infinite. And the size of the calling source, that is Z, it is also infinite. So Z is equal to infinite. So we can say that the first model represents arrival rate is Poisson distribution, service rate is Poisson distribution, number of server in the system is 1. Q follows the general discipline, it means first come, first serve. Maximum number of customers permitted in the system is infinite, and size of the calling source is also infinite. So it is known as the first model of queuing system. Let's now note a second model that is represented as MMC GD infinite. So second model is similar to first model, but the difference is that number of server become multiple. C represent multiple server. So the number of counters for serving the customer are more than 1. So this is known as the second model of queue. Third model of the queue is represented as MM1 GD and infinite. So it represents that arrival rate and service rate both follow Poisson distribution. Number of server are 1. Group Q follow general discipline. Maximum number of customers permitted in the system is fixed. Say n, say 1000. Let n is equal to 1000. Then daily maximum number of customers permitted in the system is 1000. Let's take example. If some doctor is serving every day 20 patients, so the maximum number of customers permitted in the system is 20. So the length of queue is not exceeding 20 customers. So maximum number of customers permitted in the system is fixed, and size of the calling source is infinite. It is known as the fourth model of queuing system. Sorry, it's known as the third model of the queuing system. Let's note another model, MMC GD and infinite. So it is similar to third model, but the difference is that number of server is increased from 1 to multiple. Now let's discuss fifth model, MM1 GD and M. So here in this model, arrival rate and service rate both follow Poisson distribution. Number of server is 1. Group Q follow general discipline. Now maximum number of customers permitted in the system and the size of the calling source both are finite. So both are n. It is particular fixed number. Now let's discuss this model, that is MMC GD and N. So in this model, it is similar to the fifth model, but the difference is that number of server is multiple instead of 1. So it is C, MM, C, GD and N. So according to the candles notations, PQR XYZ, where P stands for arrival rate distribution, Q stands for service rate distribution, R is number of servers in the system, that is either 1 or multiple, X is discipline of the queue, that is first come first serve, that is known as a group discipline. Last come first serve, random disciplines, like that. Y is maximum number of customers permitted in the system. It is either finite or infinite. And Z stands for size of the calling source. According to these 6 different parameters, we can classify the model in 6 different ways. First model is MM1 GD infinite. Infinite means arrival rate and service rate both follow Poisson distribution. Number of server are 1. Group Q follow general discipline, first come first serve, and size of the calling source and maximum number of customers permitted in the system is infinite. So similarly, we can classify all queuing models in 6 different types. So now let's start discussing model 1. Let's start discussing model 1. MM1 GD infinite. Infinite means arrival rate and service rate follow Poisson distribution. Number of server is 1. Q follow general discipline, that is first come first serve. And size of the calling source and number of customers permitted in the system are infinite. Let's consider arrival rate is equal to delta and service rate is equal to mu. So in general, always remember service rate is always greater than arrival rate. We can say that utilization of the server is arrival rate divided by service rate. So we can say that, let's say utilization of the server is 5, or utilization factor, we can say also utilization factor of the server 5 is equal to delta by mu. 5 is equal to delta by mu. Now let's say second, probability of having n customers in the queue. So that is equal to Pn equal to 1 minus 5 into 5 raised to n. So we can show the probability of having n customers in the queue as 1 minus 5 into 5 raised to n. Here remember two different terms. One is queue, another is system. Let's say there is a one queuing system. Here is the server who is providing the service. Okay. So this much part, customers waiting in the queue is known as a queue. But the entire system, including the customer who is being served by the server, is known as system. So in a example might be for system or queue. So minutely watch, minutely understand it, whether the question is asked for system or queue, because the answer is different. Let's see how. Now, average number of customers waiting in the queue that is equal to LQ. that is equal to 5 divided by 1 minus 5. 5 divided by 1 minus 5. Or in other term we can say it is mu by, delta by mu divided by 1 minus delta by mu. So it is delta divided by mu minus delta. Now, average number of customers waiting in the system. So it can be represented as LS. L stands for length of queue. So average number of customers waiting in the queue means how much length of the queue is. So LS is equal to pi into LQ. So we can say that it is pi square divided by 1 minus pi. Now let's see average waiting time of the customer in the system. Average waiting time of the customer in the system, that is represented as WS. We can say WS is equal to LS divided by delta, and LS is equal to delta divided by mu minus delta into 1 by delta. So we can say that WS is equal to 1 divided by mu minus delta. Now let's see average waiting time of the customer in the queue, that is known as WQ. That is pi into WS. So we can say that WQ is equal to pi divided by mu minus delta. Now let's see another term. Probability of having 0 customers in the system. That is P0, that is 1 minus 5 we have discussed earlier, 5 raised to 0. So that's 1 minus 5. So for the percentage of time 1 minus 5, there is no customer in the system and so server is idle. Now next is probability of having customer at time t. So that is represented as Pt equal to 1 minus e raised to delta t. So for an instance of time, say 5 minutes, how many customers will be in the queue? So that is Pt equal to 1 minus delta into 5, like that, e raised to minus delta t. Now we will discuss different examples asked in university as well as competitive exam. Let's discuss first example. In a single channel queuing model, so it's the first model. The customer arrival rate is 12 per hour. So let's say delta is equal to 12 per hour. And the service rate is 24 per hour. So the mu is 24 per hour. The expected time. So question C careful, the expected time. So it is asked about waiting. Expected time, the customer in queue is waiting in the queue is in how many minutes? So question was asked in GATE 2016. So here we are asked about WQ. The WQ is equal to pi divided by mu minus delta. Pi is equal to delta by mu divided by mu minus delta. So we know that arrival rate is 12 and service rate is 24. So put this value. So delta is equal to 12 divided by 24 divided by mu that is 24 minus 12. So it is equal to, we can say 1 by 1 half divided by 12. So it is 1 by 24 hours. The question was asked is in minutes. So we have to convert this into hours. So that is equal to 1 by 24 into 60 minutes. So it is 20 by 8, 5 by 2 equal to 2.5 minutes. So the answer is 2.5 minutes. Now remember, the question was asked in GATE for 2 marks, but if it's a university exam paper, further you may ask that the expected time of the customer in the system. So then you have to calculate time for the system, that is equal to WS divided by 1 minus mu by delta, so 24 by 12, so 1 by 12 hours. So you can say it is 5 minutes. So waiting time of the customer in the system is 5 minutes. It may ask that you have to calculate the length of queue in the system or in the queue. So if the question asked is like that, calculate the number of customers in the system. The number of customers in the system means length of queue. Length of queue in the system. So that is LS. So we can say that LS is equal to delta divided by mu minus delta. So that is 12 divided by 12, 24 minus 12, that is equal to 1. So number of customers waiting in the queue is 1. So clear? In this way we can solve the example. You have to remember this basic equations of queuing model. Clear? Now let's discuss another example. So the next example is, at a workstation, 5 jobs arrive every minute. So every minute there are 5 jobs. The mean time spent on each job in the workstation is 1 by 8 minutes. The mean steady state number of jobs in the system is. So here the question was about the mean steady state number of jobs. So it is length or line in the system. So the question was asked about LS, number of job waiting into the system. Now remember, your arrival rate and service rate both must be in same unit, that is number per unit time. So here the arrival rate is how much? Delta is equal to 5 jobs per minute. And service rate is mu, that is 1 by 8 minutes per job. So in 1 minute it is catering to 8 different jobs. So we can say that service rate is 8 jobs per minute, that is mu. So now we know the delta and mu. From that we can calculate the LS. LS is equal to delta divided by mu minus delta. So that is 5 divided by 8 minus 5. So that is 5 by 3. 5 by 3, that is equal to 1.67. So the answer is 1.67 customers in the system. Now let's see another example. So let's see next example. The arrival of customer on fixed time interval in a bank follow a Poisson distribution with an average of 30 customers per hour. So arrival rate say delta is equal to 30 customers per hour. Now what is asked? The probability that the time between successive customer arrival. So the ask is probability that the time between successive customer arrival is between 1 and 3 minutes is. So this probability of having number of customers at particular time t is 1 minus e raised to minus delta t. But here the ask is the probability between time 3 and 1. So it is equal to, you can say that probability 3 to 1 is equal to probability of number of customers at time t, that is 3 minus 1. So, and the question was asked in minutes. Arrival rate given is in hour. So first convert arrival rate into minute. 30 customer per hour. So we can say that 1 equal to 0.5 customer per minute. Is it? That 30 customers per 60 minutes. So half customer per minute. Now probability of 3 is equal to how much? 1 minus e raised to minus delta c t. So 1 minus e raised to minus delta, that is 0.5 into t3 minus 1 minus e raised to minus 0.5 into time t1. So 1 minus e raised to minus 0.5 into 3, that is equal to 1 minus e raised to 1.5 minus 1 minus e raised to minus 0.5. This is equal to 0.7768 minus 0.3393. So it is 0.383. So we can say that probability of customers between time 1 to 3 is equal to 0.383. Probability of having customers between the time 1 minute to 3 minutes, that is 0.383. So in this way we can solve this example. The answer is 0.383. Let's quickly recap. The arrival rate of customer on a fixed time interval in a bank follows the Poisson distribution with the average of 30 customers per hour, and the question was the probability that the time between successive customer arrival is between 1 and 3 minutes. So we are supposed to calculate 1 to 3 minutes. Time between 1 to 3 minutes. Delta is 30 customer per hour. Question was asked in minutes, so we have to convert arrival rate into customer per minute. Then we have calculate probability of having number of customers at time 3 and at time 1, that is equal to probability of t is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus delta t. From that we have calculated the example and got the answer. Probability 1 less than t is equal to 0.383. Now let's see another example. At a production machine, parts arrive according to Poisson distribution at the rate of 0.35 parts per minute. So the arrival rate, we can say delta is equal to 0.35 parts per minute. Processing time for parts have exponential distribution with mean of 2 minutes. So we can say service rate is 1 part per 2 minutes. The question asked is, what is the probability that the random part arrival finds that there is already 8 parts are waiting in the system. So that is Pn, that n number of parts waiting in the system is equal to 1 minus 5 into 5 raised to n. So we have to calculate probability of having n customers waiting in the system, that is 1 minus 5 into 5 raised to n. Now see here, as we have discussed earlier, arrival rate and service rate both have similar rate, that is customers per unit time. Here arrival rate is 0.35 parts per minute, that is 0.35 customers per unit time, but service rate is 1 part per 2 minutes. So we can say that half part, so 0.5 parts per minute. because in 2 minutes it is processing one part, so in 1 minute it is processing 0.5 part. So we can say that mu is equal to 0.5. So now utilization factor 5 is equal to, we know that utilization factor 5 is equal to delta by mu. So it is 0.35 divided by 0.5, it is equal to 0.7, 0.7. So probability of having 8 customers in the system is equal to 1 minus 0.7 into 0.7 raised to 8, and it is equal to 0.0173. So probability of 8 customers waiting in the system is 0.0173. Clear? In this variation, it may ask that calculate how much time server remain idle. So that is equal to, server idle time is equal to 1 minus 5. There is no customer. So that is, you can say that server idle time probability, that is 1 minus 5. It is 1 minus 0.7. So for 0.3% time server remain idle. And if it is asked that in 8-hour shift calculate how many times server remain idle, so we can say that in 8-hour shift 0.3% means 0.3 into 8, so that is 2.4 hours server remain idle. So in this style, there are the chances that your question may ask in different variations. So always remember these few equations. That is, first is utilization factor, that is equal to delta by mu. Then n number of customers waiting in the system. So here ask is 8 number of parts waiting in the system. It is 1 minus 5 into 5 raised to n. Then length of queue in the system. So that is number of customers waiting in the system and waiting in the queue for getting service. It is equal to delta divided by mu minus delta, and number of customers waiting in the queue is equal to 5 square divided by 1 minus 5. Similarly, number of waiting time of the customer in the system and in the queue, and probability of having number of customers at particular time instance, say t, that is probability of t is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus delta t. So by remembering this much equations, you can solve the various problems of queuing theory, especially for first model.